god of rock and roll. Are you there? It's me, Anthony. Anyway, I really want to be famous. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out with that?
No way, Yahweh, there is no God.
Oh. I'm sorry, who is this?
This is the Lord of the Underworld.
Oh, I must have the wrong number. I was trying to dial 7.
Well, I'm afraid you've dialed wrong, 'cause you've reached 666.
Wow, my mistake. But hey, since I have you on the phone, would you maybe consider becoming my manager? Or maybe you just have some advice on how to write a really big hit song. What do I do?
All you have to do is sing about me. Because the best way to sell art is with controversy. So let's all worship Satan together. It's just for business, not for pleasure. So let's all worship Satan together. It makes everyone's career so much better.
Okay, alright. I know what you're thinking. How could I ask the Prince of Darkness to be my manager? But look, all the stories you've heard about Satan, those are just rumors. You don't even know if they're true. And if Satan is really so bad, then why does he have so many nicknames? Where did those come from? He must have had at least a few friends. Oh, Lucifer, you old devil, you.
Let's all worship Satan together.
Hey, everybody. It's that time. Oh, it's that time. You know her. You love her. You've seen her in the Foxy Merkins. You've seen her on the Eric Andre show. And you're going to see her right here, right now. Give it up for the beautiful, the amazing, the talented Jackie Monahan.
Woo! Jumbonet. Jumbonet. Got me wrong. Okay. Everybody, we're all watching John Benet Ramsey on Netflix about the pageant child that got murdered. But like, I look at it and I'm like, I should think that's a child that got murdered, but I'm like, that's a woman who has her shit together. When I look at when I look at her, like she looks more or less. I've never felt like I had my shit together in the way that John Benet Ramsey looked. But man, so like, it looks like I'd want to hire her as my life coach. But I mean, I just keep watching it, but I keep falling asleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, I don't think the parents did it, but I really don't know. I haven't been able to watch it all the way through, and I didn't watch it when I was a kid and it was happening. I'm so glad I didn't. Like, I know the documentary wasn't out at that time, but the court case was out, was all over the news, and I never paid attention because I was just knew there was something like wildly sinister that I didn't want to be involved with, and I'm just really glad I didn't pay attention because it's so sinister. And I didn't pay attention to Menendez. And the Menendez brothers, I love that story. I can't get enough. I mean, those parents deserve to be shot in the face, I think. But John Benet, no, did not deserve that. So it's a little bit of a sticky situation. But I can't stop singing it like Baba Ram by the Beach Boys. John Benet, yeah, but not to make light of it. But I do feel like she is in another place and is very happy. But just the what she went through is not okay. But it's so curious because like she looked like a normal kid. She seemed like a very normal kid in the videos from her childhood. But then on stage, it's just like, that is an adult woman that I never was. Like when I was a kid, I never wanted to grow up. I always wanted to stay young. I never was like, I can't wait to get older. Never. I always wanted to stay young. And even when I was 18, I was like, boo, I want to stay under 18. And then when I turned 21, I was really like, boo, because I had already had fake IDs everywhere. And I loved getting away with something. Like it seemed like, why even go out if I can legally do it? But I still did. I still did it for years, and I still do it even sober. Go out until all hours dancing, but but I would hate getting older, but I would console myself by being like, one day you'll be a woman like that has her shit together, and that never happened. And then all of a sudden, I was like, I'm gonna be this like woman that has her shit together, but the woman that like JonBenet on stage looks like that woman that I thought I would one day be, but at 6 years old. But she's a 6-year-old. I never was that shit together girl. Okay. But I do have my shit together now. Thank you. That's why we're on the Jackie Mo show. So I watched the National Parks docuseries with, is it a docuseries or just a series? A National Park series hosted by none other than the one, the only, everybody's favorite Barack Obama. And I can't help but think of watching it with Trump as the narrator. Like he tried, like I feel like you would just see garbage truck and a recycle truck knocking trees over, and the recycling truck emptying all its contents into the garbage truck because everybody's really recycling. and him like bulldozing over trees, and somebody being like, the oxygen. And he's like, fake news. And what's not fake news is he actually literally tried to bulldoze over these trees that are virtually extinct in a rainforest or some kind of forest in Alaska. That these trees are actually considered, this forest itself, he wanted to bulldoze it, and it's actually considered the lungs of the planet. And he wanted to destroy them. Like it just writes itself. Like I wanted to write about him, like what it would look like if he did it. But he's really doing it in real life. He really wants to bulldoze these trees that are going extinct, that we really need, that we are working really hard to keep going. Anyway, it is funny. If anybody wants a good time, watch the national parks with Barack Obama and picture Trump doing it. It's very, very funny. And it's a gift that keeps giving. Are you guys ready for your co-host? Your co-host is the producer of the show and also one of the owners of Comedy Hub Live. She is a genius Fortnite player, and she has new comedy jokes of her own. Please welcome Lady Slade, aka Annie Dies a Lot.
It's a me. It's an Annie. Oh no. Co-owner of Comedy Hub. No one can own Comedy Hub. No one can own this. This is for comedians. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm just realizing that I can't see the Never mind. I'm good. How was your week this week?
Everything was good. It's interesting. I had Thanksgiving. And I was hanging out with somebody who kept repeating a story. Has this ever happened to you that you're hanging out with somebody, they tell you a story, and then you go places and they keep telling the story, so you have to
The same story. Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Yes, that has happened.
Can you think of a specific time?
I mean, my mom.
What's the last story that she kept repeating?
The last story that she kept repeating? Oh no. Okay. I have to have it listened. Oh, well, Thanksgiving. She does every Thanksgiving she has to tell everyone about how she bonded with one of my nephews over making turkey noises. She goes gobble gobble gobble. But what's funny is he thinks it's super annoying. And he only like does it back to like placate her. But yeah, that was that she tells it all the time. Every time Matthew comes in, she's like, "Oh, me and Matthew have a special bond. We're turkeys." And then she goes, "Gobble, gobble, 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 gobble." And then he rolls his eyes and he goes, "Gobble, gobble," back.
Oh, wow. Because they've been doing it since he was little.
Yeah, it's been years.
Oh, wow.
But he's not little anymore, you know?
Aw.
I mean, he's 10. He's 10, but
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, you think he'd still like the gobble gobble?
I don't think so. He always rolls his eyes behind her back. But yeah, she just gobble 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 gobble. And yeah, she's definitely a repeater. Like she repeats herself over and over and over again.
Does she drink?
Sometimes.
My mom used to repeat herself over and over again when she drank.
Oh,
And-
see, my mom can be perfectly sober and still just repeat herself.
Yeah, I think my mom will too, but definitely not to the extent that she did when she was drinking. She was drinking. It was just like, it was really bad. But that's my friend was drinking, and I wasn't chalking it up to that's why he was repeating, because I don't think he had been drinking right when we got there. But it's fine. Like he's telling the story, but it's just like, I'm just curious. I wish I could go back in my life to see if I've done that. If I've told a story to somebody in the car and then sat at a table and told it again, like the poor person that already heard this whole bunch. And I got up. I mean, every time it was told, I got up and did something and took a long time to do it so that I'd come back and the story would be over. But it wouldn't be. It would keep going, and it wasn't. It didn't. I mean, I could tell the story in 30 seconds. I could definitely tell it in 30 seconds. And I'm in awe. And I'm jealous of all different things. I'm jealous that, I mean, I just want to keep to keep my side of the road clean. Like, why does it affect me so much? And I feel like it affected me because, like, why am I still thinking about it? But I am curious. I am curious as to if I do it too. I wonder, or if it's something.
I mean, you do it. You're a comedian. You tell the same stories over and over again.
That is true. That is true.
Maybe they were just working out their story. That's what you had to suffer through. They're like, I have a story. I got to tell everybody about it. I'm still working on the story.
Yeah.
Hear it again.
Yeah.
See, with my mom, it makes sense because, like, all right, I blame having so many children. There's 7 kids. I'm one of 7, and so growing up, my mom always had to repeat herself because, you know, we weren't all listening at the same time. And now that we're all fully grown, she still repeats herself over again. Hi, Unknown 420. Unknown 420 says, "Is that Jackie Monahan? She's the best."
Oh, thank you, Unknown 420. You're the best. And Kelly Bear is the best. And Ginger is the best. And we're the best.
We're all the
420 the best.
But yes, Jackie Monahan is the best.
That's so interesting. I do repeat. I do. He does have to come see me. He comes to see me all the time at the shows.
Oh, so he's heard you say the same thing over and over and over again.
All right. Thank you, Annie. I'm so glad I brought it up because you really helped me. You really helped me with it. Now I feel so much better. I felt really disrespected, kind of, in some way. And now I don't. Now I feel like that makes sense. Unbelievable. Do you believe there a portal to another dimension just opened? Oh. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay.
It's another dimension. Oh, no, it's better. Okay. I thought I was being sucked out, didn't you? Do you think I just became another person?
I definitely
another version
believe.
of myself. A version of me left and came back, and a different one came back. Oh my God, it's happening again. I want to be the version that has Kamala as president. No, but you made me feel so much better about that. Nobody has made me feel better except you, that you're like, you're the version of yourself that can handle it. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Yeah, you are. It's all of us, man. All of us. I mean, we are all the best versions of ourselves to handle the madness that is 2024.
Yeah. 2025.
I know. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And guess what? We're all going to get through it because
we're all going to get
versions.
through it. Something magical. It'll be excited to see what really good comes of it. It does put a fire under you. I mean, I was really like, if Kamala won, I was like, should I retire? Should I just go move somewhere and retire? Because if Kamala won, it would be like, okay, the world is in good hands. But now it's like, gotta toughen up and get it to work. There's a lot to do.
I hate Trump, by the way, everybody. I can't stand the dude. I think he's a horrible human being. That being said, just looking at history, like whenever something swings so far over, it means that the next cycle is going to swing even farther away from it, right? So
that's a good way to put it.
Trump's horrible. He's garbage. He's terrible. But with him having as much power as he has right now, that means that there's going to be a fire lit underneath them. And that means that the next cycle will probably go even farther left than it's been. So
because we get double for our trouble. Don't you like that? We get double for our trouble. That's what somebody told me in a meeting about, like, when you have like hard things, like a hard childhood, in your adulthood, you usually get double for your trouble.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you have like a hard childhood, it just makes you better adaptable for life.
Double for your trouble. Have you seen Wicked yet?
No, I want to see it so bad.
No. Come here and let's go see it together.
Oh, I want to. I'm so poor right now. I can't afford to go stay anyway right now. But like,
even off our couch, we could go stay there.
Oh, Jay says if you clean off your couch.
So you can see it right now. One cushion's empty. The other
one cushion's empty. All right, Jay, you have a whole cushion.
The cushion has a skirt, a thing of makeup, notebooks, clothes.
I'm very excited for Wicked, though. I never saw the play. I really wanted to, but I haven't seen it. But I read the book when it first came out.
Really?
Yeah. And I know it won't be exactly the same as the book because the book is twisted, man. But it's really good. I really like the writer. I like Gregory Maguire a lot.
Do you think I should read the book before I see the movie, or see the movie then read the book? Probably see the movie then read the book.
Yeah, I would say I don't think the movie is going to be very much like the book. So I don't think
I'll see the movie then read the book.
Yeah.
I bet the movie will get me to want to read the book. I'm so excited. I think I might go by myself with my inner child.
Yeah, do it. Movies are fine by yourself. I'll watch a movie.
I went to that
no matter
second
what.
Mary Poppins. I forget what it was called. Was it called Mary Poppins 2? What was it called?
What was it called? I don't remember.
Mary
I went
Poppins Return.
Mary Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins
Okay.
Returns. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
I went to go see
Unknown 420 says movie, then book. If you don't like the movie, you might not like the book.
movie then. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody I know has loved the movie so far.
I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see it. The book is so good. And I know I've heard some of the songs from the Broadway show and I really like them. So
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
I saw Mary Poppins Returns by myself because I saw A Wrinkle in Time with somebody.
Mhm.
And it was even somebody I was dating, but they ruined it for me. I mean, it was still amazing for me. But I mean, you know, it wasn't that great of a, they didn't do the best adaptation for it, but
They didn't.
the
Yeah.
childhood me was just like in heaven because that book was everything to me growing up.
Oh, that's my favorite book.
Is
Every single
it?
time. Mhm.
I love it. So it changed my life. It made me so happy. And seeing it in the theater, I was in heaven, but the person I was with was annoying me. And then like it just made me be like, I don't want to see Mary Poppins Returns with anybody. So I went by myself, but I kept running into people that I knew and they were like, sit with us. I was just like, no. I want to sit by myself. So I think I should see Wicked by myself.
Do it.
But I think you would be fun to see it with.
Oh, I'm sure I would be.
You and I lean into magic.
Oh, I love magic fantasy stories, which is, I think it's really funny. I'm such like in real life, I'm very, I don't know. I'm not very fanciful. I live in reality, but I love fantasy. It's the best. It's the best.
You
I
can
can't.
blend them.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you do with weed. Weed must help you blend it.
Oh, well, sure. Weed is very magical like that.
Yeah. I just like I can pretend I'm high. Like all of a sudden I'll just be like, oh, just pretend you're high and I can get to the feeling.
That's
Drunk
awesome.
too. Drunk too, I can get to the feeling.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Feel drunk. Feel drunk.
Yeah.
I like being drunk.
Yeah. Oh my God, I loved it. I bet I loved it more than you.
Oh no. Yeah, I
I
enjoy
could
it too
drink
much.
one sip of alcohol and I was like I could have a terrible day and then one sip of alcohol all went away.
Okay.
Like that's how much it affected me.
So you weren't you're probably similar to me. I'm not an unhappy drunk. Like
Oh, no,
when
I'm
I
a very
drink,
joyful drunk.
I'm so happy.
Same. People, that's why it took me so long to get sober because people would give me alcohol if I was grumpy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I definitely know people where I'm like, I don't like to be around you when you drink because you're sour. Your mood is terrible. But
I could fight with the person I'm dating drinking. I don't know though. I don't know. Oh, yes. Yes, I could. I don't think my ex-wife and we didn't fight for a long time at the end, but I fought with all the guys I dated when I was drinking. But not every time, 1 out of 20 times. But it would be bad.
oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? At what age older real rough childhood ain't oh, I see. I'm reading old
Go for your
old
trouble.
comments. My brain is like, huh? I'm not keeping up. You guys, I had a really fun Thanksgiving and I'm still hungover.
Yay! What did you drink?
Everything.
Whoa!
That's not true. On Thanksgiving, I had a lot of vodka and I had a lot of whiskey. And then last night, I also had a lot of whiskey.
Wow.
No, dude, I ordered, okay. So I ordered a bottle of whiskey last night and just a regular 750. And they brought me a handle of whiskey, which I'm not going to say no to. And then I put it in the freezer, and then that's when I learned that there was already whiskey in the freezer, and I was like, oh, tonight's going to be fun.
Did you finish
And it
both
was.
bottles?
No.
Boo.
That's a handle of whiskey, Jackie.
Boo.
I did not finish all of it. That's the rest of it is for tonight. Yeah, tonight will be fun too.
What kind of whiskey?
Oh, just some Seagrams. Nothing special. Nothing fancy.
Johnny Walker Black. Johnny Walker Blue.
No Scotch right now. I do like Scotch though. I'm a big whiskey lover. I really like whiskeys.
What about John Benet Ramsey? Have you been watching it?
Yeah.
I keep falling asleep. I don't want to keep watching it.
I will say that the documentary that was at Lifetime. Lifetime did one like a decade ago, and it was a lot better.
Oh, really? I should look
Yeah.
that one. Maybe it's on Amazon.
Maybe. Yeah. It was a lot better.
It's all
His-
over the place. This thing's
Yeah.
all over the place. But I
Yeah.
keep falling asleep, so I don't know. Maybe if I could just focus and watch it, but it's not keeping my attention because it's so all over the place.
Mm-hmm. It's a weird story, man. I remember when
What
that
do you
happened.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go for it.
No, I want to know. I want to know what you're gonna say.
Oh, I remember when it happened and it was everywhere. Like you couldn't get away from that story. It was everywhere. I liked your song earlier. Your
John Benet. Keep on rocking, keep on rolling, rocking in the rhythm. John Benet, Bob Ramsey. John Benet. Do you have an idea of who did it?
I have no clue. The whole story is so weird. It's all so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I know that I don't know. I think there was an accident at the house. I don't know what happened specifically. Maybe it was the brother. I don't know.
Wow. Oh, you think they're covering for the brother?
Yeah.
I didn't really dive into that one. I really was just like, there's no way it was the brother. I mean, okay, this is the whole thing. That rope whole thing, that's pretty, not to be punning, but twisted.
Yeah, it's very twisted. The whole thing is messed up, man.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it was just like how, I don't know, it became such a massive story. And I feel like the worst part about all of it is we all forget that she's a little girl. There's all these videos of her in pageants.
Because she
And-
looks like she's in a Lifetime, not a Lifetime movie. She's a life coach.
Yeah.
Looks like she has it together.
Yeah, she was very, very,
6-year-old. A 6-year-old.
A
shouldn't have it
6-year-old.
this much together.
yeah. And I think that's the saddest part for me about the whole thing is like, I mean, there's tons of kids. This same thing happens to them. Like this isn't a crazy story. This is something that happens every year. A kid dies, but she was just hyper. I don't know. She had so much footage of herself already, and I don't know. I feel bad for the child. We don't talk about John Benet Ramsey, the little girl. We talk about John Benet Ramsey, the former pageant star and murder victim. And I think that's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Very sad.
Mhm.
John Benet.
Her name is insane. I like her name.
Yeah, it really is. Wherever she is, I think she's fine right now. And she's like, she likes people making light of it. Well, I think it's interesting. More people, so many more people. I bet if anybody can solve this murder, it's the internet, probably.
I don't know. The internet is crazy. I mean, the internet lets Elon Musk be
Oh, yeah,
Elon
that's true.
Musk.
That's true. That's true. But it's interesting all the people that came forward and said they did it.
Oh, yeah. People are weird, dude.
It's nuts. It's nuts. John Bonet. Okay, I have to get over it. John Bonet. Just do it once. You won't be able to stop.
John Benet. Take my
Rocking in a rolling Ramsey. Yeah.
That is reminding me of a movie that I loved as a kid. Wow, it's funny how songs can do that. Did you ever watch Surf Ninjas?
No.
A movie from the 90s. They did Barbara Ann, but they changed the lyrics to Baba Ram. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know. It's over now. You
Yeah.
got to see Surf Ninjas. It's one of those movies from the 90s that's really, really dumb. It's the very first thing I ever saw Rob Schneider in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And yeah, it was a really stupid movie, and I loved it. I loved it. Surf
The better.
Ninjas.
The 80s were the best. 90s. 90s.
Yeah, I think this was 90s. This was like early 90s, mid 90s.
It's weird the music from the 90s just doesn't really hold up. But probably when we're older, it will sound better. But like when I hear it, I'm like, wow, I loved that song. And now it's like, it just doesn't.
Well, that one was even older, right? Like that was Beach Boys, right? So
Yeah.
that song is from like the
That's
60s or 70s.
70s, yeah. Yeah.
Do ninjas surf on it? They all surf and they're all ninjas. It was an Eddie Reyes Jr. movie.
So Rob Schneider was a ninja who surfed.
Well, no, he was a friend of the surf ninjas. He couldn't fight.
Could other people see the surfing ninjas, or could only Rob Schneider see the surfing ninjas?
No, everyone could see him.
Wow.
It was a movie. It was basically about two brothers. All right, two brothers that they're adopted, and they don't know that they're like the heirs to a throne on some little island, and they ought just it's just in their blood. They know how to fight. They're ninjas.
Wow.
And what was his name? Leslie Nielsen is the bad guy.
Wow. How did I never hear of this?
I don't know. It's a really bad movie. It's a terrible movie, you guys. It's a terrible movie, all right? But like, it's so much fun.
Sometimes the most terrible movies are the funnest. Because you don't really care about what's happening. You don't care
Yes.
but sometimes movies you care too much about the conflict,
Hmm.
and it gets to be unbearable. Well, I'm reading a book called Your Brain's Not Broken about ADD.
Oh, okay.
It's so sad how different my brain works from other people's. And something that I learned is we are too sensitive for some things, and that has happened to me. Like there's a movie that didn't do that well, but it's called U-Turn. I think it's Sean Penn and
I saw that. That's an old movie.
Sean Penn and
J-Lo in that?
J-Lo, yeah. And things just kept going wrong. And I remember running out of the house, like, I can't take it anymore. And it's from ADD. Like, there's too much tension from the ADD that I can't just watch it without it becoming. And now I realize that's why Curb Your Enthusiasm, like, one out of 5 Curbs, like I'll be watching the Curbs and loving them, and then I'll watch one that's like just too much. I can't take it. So, and that's the same thing with like The Voice and all the other shows, like contest shows. It's too much for me. I feel too bad for the other people.
I gotcha. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
too,
you know what, Jackie?
it's too much. So then I make jokes like like John Bonet. It's too much. It's too much for me. So when I go John Bonet, then it's like fine. And I
You know what Jay's got?
What?
Jay has the trailer for Surf Ninjas if you want to see it.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's see the trailer for Surf
Has Jay
Ninjas.
seen the movie?
I don't know. Have you seen the movie, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, you have seen Surf. I can't even talk. Surf Ninjas. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sharing the sound.
Oh, yeah. You're not sharing the sound to Zoom, but I think Twitch can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it, but
Okay. Thanks, Jay. He's going to make it so we can hear it, Jackie,
Oh, good.
which is for the best.
Surf Ninjas.
Barbara.
Did you ever? Oh, here we go.
Fortnite.
Did you ever take any? Here we go. We can hear. Wow. No way.
Such a bad movie. It was so bad. I loved it so
Wow.
much.
Wow. Now they said a movie by Neil Israel.
Was that his name? I don't know.
Sounded like it. But do you know what other movies he did?
Let's
Because
see.
it seems weird to have named him if he wasn't known for another movie.
Or he was like, I need people to know who I am. We're gonna say my name in the trailer.
I can't believe I've never seen that before. It's like a different dimension.
I loved that film so
I'm a
much. I
different-
watched it so much as a kid.
I'm a different person than that dimension. I never saw that. I never saw an ad. I never saw any of it.
See, it came out. Let's see. Neil Israel is an American film and television director. Oh no, okay, he does. He did the police academies.
Hence that guy.
Yeah. So he did Police Academy, Real Genius, Bachelor Party, and then he directed episodes of Lizzie McGuire. He went from Police Academy to Lizzie McGuire. Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Is he still alive? That's a question. I mean, he says he's still active.
Wow.
What's he doing? The last thing on his filmography though is Surf Ninjas. Okay.
He felt like that was his crescendo.
That was it. He was like, I can't top Surf Ninjas.
So funny.
I love bad movies.
Can we watch another trailer of a movie?
Another trailer of a movie? Okay, let's see. Should we keep it in like the ninja family?
I want to see a particular one. Night of the Comet. Did you ever see that movie?
No, Night.
I want you to watch
Jay
the trailer.
has. All right, Jay, pull up the trailer. Night of the Comet.
this comet goes over the sky and kills everybody.
A comet goes over the sky.
This is a movie that I watched a million times.
I need to see this.
I loved it so much. I loved it.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Is it from the 80s? Is it from the 90s? What's it called? Night of the Comet?
Yeah. I think late 80s.
Night of the Comet, 1984.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Robert Beltran's in it? Oh, yeah. I'm a Star Trek nerd, and there's a Star Trek star in there.
I'm glad somebody got famous from it. I loved it so much.
Yes, Robert Beltran would go on to be in Star Trek Voyager. He played Chakotay.
You got to tell me who he is if you see him in the trailer.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. It looks like he's top billed. He played Hector Gomez.
Must have been one of the girls' boyfriends. Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, Jay, you have my attention.
Yeah, I don't think the sound.
Oh, Twitch can't hear it. Oh, no. What happened?
Stopped it for a second.
Oh, okay. I'm loving her purse, by the way. That's very
with them. I didn't know which one I wanted to be more. I guess the dark-haired one, but the blonde was so fun too. I love them both. They're both like perfect.
I really like her bag. I hope she's wearing jellies on her.
I'm sure.
Yeah, like that'd have been a great.
The dark-haired girl, she played somebody huge in another movie.
Let's see.
In a movie I never saw.
Taquitos? What did she say? Okay, let's start it over. Let's go.
Did you ever wonder what it would be like to be one of the last people on Earth?
We're talking Ghost Town!
Who would you see?
There's nobody. I mean, there's nobody.
What would you do?
Hey, I'm sorry if the end of the world makes me a little nervous.
Where would you go?
The stars are up.
Well, get ready to find out, because the comet is coming into your orbit.
The legal drinking age is now 10, but you will need ID. Let's be real.
It's the night of the comet.
What do you give me if I come back?
That's Robert Beltran. He's in the red shirt.
Night of the comet.
I'll be taking requests from all you teenage comet zombies.
The night the teenagers ruled the world.
Yeah!
Night of the comet.
The burden of civilization is on us.
Bitchin', isn't it?
So good.
But see, look at that, you guys. That's what the 80s were. Clearly, that was starring two ladies, but the top billing went to Robert Beltran.
Yeah, he was barely in it. But she was in another movie that I never saw, but she was like a completely different character, the dark-haired one.
Yeah, let's see. She was in Weekend at Bernie's. The Last Starfighter. I love The Last Starfighter.
One. What else was she in?
She was the original Kyla Brady in Days of Our Lives.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
She's in a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see. Film. She was in Nighthawks.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Samurai Cowboy.
She's the best.
And let's see.
It's weird she never became super famous.
I know. She's still working, though. Like, she's...
Oh, wow. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good.
Like, I don't see anything from 2024, but last year she was on Law and Order.
Oh, wow. Ew.
Oh, that's hilarious. She's been in two different versions of the Outer Limits. She was in the 1990s version of Outer Limits, and then she was in 2001.
Wow. So cool. Yeah, I had a big crush on her.
She's pretty. She's very pretty.
Very pretty.
She's still very pretty. She looks great.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm looking at her now.
What's her name?
Her name is Catherine Mary Stewart.
Oh, wow.
Catherine Mary. That's hilarious. Catherine Mary Stewart. I liked what's her name? Molly Shannon's Mary Catherine Gallagher character.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
My friend Madeline helped her come up with it.
Oh, really? I loved Mary Catherine Gallagher. So funny. I love Molly Shannon. She's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. In Molly Shannon's book, she credits Madeline. And in, did you ever see Molly Shannon's, is it a commencement speech? What is it when you go to a college and you speak?
Oh, yeah. I think that's what it's called, a commencement.
Yeah, she does that and she credits Madeline in it.
Nice.
So more importantly than that, not that that's not the most important thing, Madeline, if you see this, she is, it's incredible. I want to watch it again. It's so good. Watch it.
Oh, yeah. You've worked with Molly Shannon, huh?
I did, yeah.
We're in,
Wild Nights with Emily.
that's it. That's the one. I saw
She
that.
was great.
Mhm.
She wanted to know everything about my life. It was so beautiful. And then like the next day when I would come to set, she would be like, "How was the stand-up show?" And I'm like, "How did she remember?" Like she was so sweet.
You played her sister, right? That's what
Yeah.
you played. I remember there's a scene where you talk about cats.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. You guys everyone should go watch Wild Nights with Emily.
It's Wild Nights with Emily. Watch it.
It's a good movie. Very good movie. Did Madeline made that? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And Molly Shannon, I met Molly Shannon first when she went to go see the Foxy Merkins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Foxy Merkins is another good film. You guys should be watching all the Jackie Moe movies.
I'm due for another movie. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Every 4 years I'm in Outfest. And I was in Outfest in the 22nd. I was at 18th and the 22nd and the 14th. So I should be in something soon.
Time for another movie, Jackie.
No, but now that I'm clocking it, maybe I won't be. No, guess what? Chat. I can come up with my own now.
Do it.
Some directors said, "Jackie, if you wrote a movie, everybody would film it right away. People would fight over filming it." But
I'll help you. We'll use ChatGPT to help.
Yeah. You know what my new idea is for a movie?
What's that?
Sober, absolutely fabulous.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Ab Fab. I'm a big Ab Fab.
My friend and I are exactly sober Ab Fab. Like we just like we were late to meetings. We're not paying attention. We're annoying everybody.
I love it. I love it.
But then we focus and we're just like we like take over it. We're just like all in it. It's more yeah, it's funny. And we're both like flighty in different ways. I would say that she's way more flighty, but she would probably say I was. She's actually, you've seen her. She's in all my Instagram. I do all things with her. People think she looks like my sister.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
And guess what? Another synchronicity, but we're kind of fighting.
Oh, no.
She doesn't know we're fighting.
She doesn't know you're fighting.
She doesn't know we're fighting. We were supposed to go to a meet. She was like, let's go to like 3 meetings the day after Thanksgiving. I was like, yeah, because meetings are really fun. I love them. And because it's really entertaining. It's like the best show in town. They're so funny. Alcoholics, a bunch of alcoholics are like sober is so funny. It's a room full of people like It's so funny. Like there's nothing like it. But so I wanted to go and she like bailed, so I'm pissed. So then she wanted her dog has an ear infection. She wants me to help put the eardrops in, and I was like, no. So she's like crying about it, but I'm not. Well, also I went over the day before Thanksgiving, and her dog bit a hole in my shirt. I told you about this dog, and it's not trainable.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I don't want to get bit again. She's like, I'll put the muzzle on it and give it calming treats. I'm like, I don't want it. Like if she hadn't bailed on the meetings, I would be like, okay. But she bailed on the meetings, and then their dog bit a hole in my shirt. Like I'm not going. No. But I do want to write a show for us where we're it's just so funny. But also, when I met her, it's really funny, synchronistic. You're going to love this. I mean, she was just like on one episode, but she played an alien in Star Trek.
Oh, nice. I love Star Trek. Wait, okay, who are we talking about right now? I think I know.
Jillian Z. Her last name begins with Z. Jillian Zeisminer.
All right.
I don't know her last name. I'm the
Zeismer?
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome that she was on Star Trek.
Isn't it funny that I played an alien too and she played an alien?
Yes.
We both played aliens.
Aliens are the best, man.
But she doesn't and her dad was the producer of Apocalypse Now. He produced like all like big movies. But she ended up going to school to be a therapist. So she's a therapist.
Yeah, that's what it says. Therapist.
But we really are the ab fab of the the AA in LA.
Those tend to be my favorite kind of shows. I love shows that feature people that are just unreliable.
Yeah.
I love Ab Fab. I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I like shows that feature people who are just complete assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Maybe you and I should write it together.
I'm down. I'm super down.
You won't write it with me. You and I will write it. Let's write it.
Let's do it.
Because I can just tell you stuff that we've really done. Well, we'll talk about it after this episode. We only have 5 minutes left. And then want to talk about it? Do you have time to talk about it after?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm so
excited. Do it. It's time to write a movie.
It's just too funny. It's really our lives. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm super down. I love those kind of shows. So yes.
Yeah.
We can write scenarios.
Yeah.
That are totally normal, and then your characters will just completely fuck it up. It'll be great.
Yeah. Absolutely fabulous.
I love it.
Sober ab fab.
I love it. I'm making a note right now.
It just writes itself. It really just writes itself. I remember when I saw, speaking of, what are they called? Not child stars, child living dolls. What are they called? Pageant.
Oh, the pageant kids? Yeah.
Pageant kids? What are they called?
I don't know. Pageant queens? Pageant.
It's going to be an extra word.
Beauty pageant? I forget.
Beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Child pageant?
Debutantes? That's different, Jay. Debutante is a different thing.
Jay, come on. So far off. Don't throw us so far off. Child pageant. Kid pageant.
Child beauty pageant.
There is a term that we're not getting.
I feel, let's see, what is it? I don't know.
You know what to look up that I was going to talk about? Look up child pageant show. That's what it is, right? Look up, well, what I was going to say is not Little Miss Sunshine. Like that movie was like all they thought was, what if a normal kid was in a child pageant show.
Mm-hmm.
And they wrote it from there. I like
It's
that.
great too. Not just that, but like, what if a normal kid is in a pageant and the parents don't pay any attention to what she's doing?
Yeah. Little Miss Sunshine.
I
feel like we
love
should
Little
wa-
Miss Sunshine.
I feel like we should watch it. It'll encourage us to do. We should watch that and Ab Fat.
I am always down to watch all of Ab Fab. I love it so much.
I'm so excited. We're going to write it together. This is a great idea.
Did you know I'm reading about the history of child beauty pageants?
Is it called child beauty pageants?
Yeah, they're child beauty pageants. Beauty pageants started in 1921, but they didn't let. It was originally for kids 13 to 17 years old, but in 1964 they started small children, young children. I feel like that was a mistake.
I know it was. I feel like it shouldn't be allowed. It should be illegal at this point.
Yeah. And of course, the murder of John Benet Ramsey in late 1996 turned the public spotlight onto child beauty pageants. Okay.
And some people call them living dolls, right?
There is a series called Living Dolls. Yeah. It was an HBO series, Living Dolls, The Making of a Child Beauty Queen.
Child beauty pageant, debutante balls. I love how he jumped on his throat.
We got Toddlers and Tiaras. Man, I watched that, and then I was like, wow, I hate beauty pageants.
Awful.
They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad.
We need inner beauty pageants.
Did you watch Arrested Development? They had an inner beauty pageant.
Did they? I gotta watch the rest of that. I didn't watch all of it.
Oh, I love that show.
So funny. They're so good. I have a big crush on both Will Arnett and Jason Bateman.
I love both of them. Yes.
I don't know.
They're
Every
so
time
funny.
I think I like one more than the other, I end up liking the other one more than the other one. Oh. Have you ever watched? Have you ever watched Flaked?
Flaked? No.
Look it up. Nobody's ever watched it but me, and it's so good. And it's all. You definitely watch it now. I'll rewatch it too because it's all about recovery in Venice.
Okay.
And it's what Will Arnett was making it, and then he ended up. Will Arnett, both Jason Bateman and Will Arnett are sober. And Will Arnett definitely went out making this.
Okay.
And then him and Amy Poehler broke up because he was wasted all the time.
Oh.
Going out means drinking. But now he's sober again. But Flaked.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, great.
Flaked will remind, like, think of me, it'll be me and Jillian.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll totally watch
I'm more the Will Arnett, and she's more the other guy. I'll watch it again too, because we'll see. But so we'll watch that and mix that with Ab Fab.
Okay.
And Little Miss Sunshine.
These are all
I don't know
great.
where I'm getting Little Miss Sunshine. Just because the simplicity. It's so simple where it came from.
Mm-hmm. I need to watch that again. I haven't watched Little Miss Sunshine in years, but I loved it. I watched it so much when it first came out.
I love that little girl so much.
She's not a little girl anymore. She a full-grown adult.
You and I both can identify with her, I think.
No, I loved it. I loved that movie. My grandpa was amazing. All right, so Flaked. I will check that out later today for sure. I love Will Arnett.
Me too. He's
All
sexy in it.
Excuse me.
Except at the end, the last season, he has a beard, and I totally made him not hot. The first and second season, I was just like, God damn it, he's so hot. And then when he had the beard, it just killed it for me. Will Arnett, I'm bisexual. Bring on the ladies.
Is he currently single? Wait, he was married to Penelope Ann Miller? Jesus Christ, dude. He's had some really nice girlfriends and spouses.
Yeah.
Penelope Ann Miller.
I love his
Like,
voice.
during her heyday, too, like mid-90s. Wow. Then he married Amy Poehler during her, like, biggest
Who's he married
times.
to now? Is he married again?
He has a partner. Her name is
Really?
Alessandra Braun. I have no idea who that is, and she doesn't have a Wikipedia page, so I can't
Wow.
see her.
Well,
Oh, I never want to get married. I never want to be a married person. Which is funny because I've been with the same person for nearly 20 years, but
you guys should get married, but call it a debutante ball. You guys should get married, but call it a debutante ball.
we should get married but call it the debutante ball. Come to our debutante ball. We're not going to say I do there. Will Arnett's two biggest comedic influences are Steve Martin and Chevy Chase.
Oh my God, he's so funny, Will Arnett. Who do you think's hotter, Jason Bateman or Will Arnett?
Jason Bateman.
Did you love when they showed his butt in Ozark?
I forgot about that.
I remember seeing his butt in pants before, and I sound like I'm like scoping guys. I really don't, but those. But in the beginning of Ozark, I was like, God, Jason Bateman's ass looks good. And I never am looking at asses. Oh, I did talk about Bruce Willis's last time in Pulp Fiction. But, and then all of a sudden it was like God was like, here you go. They showed his ass. His bare ass.
Yeah, it's Jason Bateman it's interesting to me. He's like I loved him when we were kids. When he was a child and I was a child, I was like, whenever he'd be on Silver Spoons, I'd just be like, oh my God, it's him. And then he was on like the Hogans, and I watched everything he was on. I loved him. But then what's nice is like everybody had like those little girl crushes growing up, and I had like Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought he was super cute, but as an adult, I don't think Leo is super cute anymore.
Oh, yeah, he's gross.
But I know.
He told me a joke.
Oh, he told you a joke?
I didn't even recognize him.
But Jason Bateman has remained attractive to me.
He looks like an adult version of the kid.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't change.
No.
Yeah.
He's still a pretty man.
He really is. Do you listen to what is their podcast?
Smartless.
Smartless. Do you listen?
Yeah, I haven't listened to all of them, but I
haven't either. But
I watched all of the episodes that were.
It's on HBO, right?
Yeah, and then I've listened. I listen whenever there's somebody that I think is super interesting. It's a very cool podcast. I love that podcast.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah,
and it's got my two favorites, and Jack is pretty great in it.
Yeah, Sean Hayes. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's very smart. Less.
Well, should we dance out and then talk about our new thing?
Yeah, let's do it. We can dance and then we'll have a chat.
Everybody dance out with us. Thank you for being here, Kelly Bear. Thank you. Thank you, Twitch.